So we are live. Let's see. I love that. Don't you love that bow? Isn't that dope looking? Pull up a... I've been training ranged doing this because it's been very chill. Let me pull up a guide real quick. We are... Chat as well. No, that's not me talking, that is just the music. I noticed there's like a little bit of talking in the background. I'm like, wait a sec, is that me? That is not me. That is the song. Okay. Need to check this real quick. So optimal quest guide, here we go. Level 40, we need to get level 60 ranged. We took level 50 thieving. We can do roving elves. So I think for this stream we're gonna try to hit at least level 50 thieving, and then we are 56 range right now. I think tonight I could probably hit maybe 58 range. I would like to hit 58 range, so or this morning I should say. I'm gonna call it tonight still. To call it a farm run. And 50 thieving, because we've already done monkey bonus. I'm gonna go... It's kind of ambitious, but... Let's go with that. Yeah, I like that. I like the way that looks. Makes me happy. So I'll finish off this kill, and we'll go ahead and go do a farm run. Out of the way. I've been telegramming these. There's not really a huge reason to doing it for. Oh my gosh, a rune dagger. We said we don't get good oxer. We're good. Maybe I'll fill up my inventory. I gotta do some farming. Holy bacca. Really good money. For this account, at least. Also trying to bury these bones. Alright, let's go back. Oh, that's cool. Look at these pets. Zambi cape. I had that too. It's on my account. Okay, I'm not gonna start. Can't reminisce over the past. Past is the past. No point in complaining. How's all of these things? Games necklace. And then we'll need to grab ourselves farming stuff. Orange, I need 4 oranges. I need 5 willow saplings. 5 apples. Spade. I'll do the juice after this, so let's do the spade. And the... I guess that's it. Yeah. And we need some strawberries. So maybe we'll go like... We need 12 of these. We're not gonna get 12 in our inventory, but there's 8. We'll start with that. Some lavas. Looks good. Sorry, I guess we'll start in Valley. Why not? I didn't even change my gear. I still have my combat gear on. I wonder if that's gonna how much that's gonna slow me down. Hopefully we can get there and not have to walk too much. Boom. Yeah, farming is very easy to train. I can say we're doing alright. As long as you keep up with your daily runs, like farming is very easy to train. You're kidding me. That's crazy. That is insane. I let it go for 2 seconds and then we have a weed spawning. I was kind of worried about that. I'm like, do I need to go grab a rake? And I was like, no, I don't need to. I'm not gonna leave it for enough time. But nope, instantly. If stuff spawning in. Let's get to rock. And I kind of like getting the sand from Bert, so I've been swinging by every time I do get it on my way there. I'll show you that in a second. When I do the hops, or when I do the jutes. Oh yeah. We hit 50 farming, so we can actually do Aventos now. Probably worth doing. I'm not gonna do it though until I get the mediums done. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4? Or is it 3? I think it's only 3. Maybe it is 4. I don't know, I forgot already. Anyway. Where's the first one? Okay, so most useful teleports in the entire game. Grand Exchange teleport, which requires the Brock medium diary. And probably fairy rings. and get the tree first, give myself a little more space. Fruit trees are where you're gonna get most of your experience. Much inventory space. It can only has 3. Yeah, it's just 3. 3 baskets per plant. These levels are flying by. Almost 51. Check my timers real quick. I'm gonna go to Brimhaven. Then Catherby. Thick drops. I must have gotten an extra of those orange sapling because I don't need them. Okay, so going to chartering a ship might be faster. Only moderately so. Can you go from RD to Catherby? I think you can. I'm gonna check and see. Can you? I'm gonna port Sarum. I think I can. Okay, I guess not. farming. Over 2 levels in 1 session. Gotta love that. Alright, so I'll show you where I get my sand here. It's basically on the way. You can do it in one little combination. I really should grab my explorer's ring or something for this. I don't like walking. So as you're running towards the patch, you go into this door here. You gotta find Bert. He's like, there. Bert, and he cooks sand. You can continue running. So it's like literally on the way, basically. He's unfortunately he's died. Oh no, we don't have our ultra compost. Oh, dang it. It's so frustrating. Yeah, I have to get ultra compost. Wow. Alright, let's grab our explorer's ring. I'll ride it, why not? We're not walking. We don't want to walk. That's for noobs. We're too good to walk. It's also a really good spot to fill up your water. There. You're not having good luck with the jutes today. That's really unfortunate. Two out of 4 dead so far. Hopefully they are all dead. I make it? If I have my graceful, I'm gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it now. It's gonna be close. I'm gonna have to walk a little bit. And it was kind of silly too because we still have to dump our outfit to get onto Intrano. So I should have started with graceful. Yeah, we're gonna have to walk. Oh well, we got the, at least we can harvest these. Alright, what's up, bro? Oh, okay, thanks. Sometimes it just gives you like emeralds and things, or just gems. In that case, I'll take a gem if it's like just one click. Pretty good profit. I'd like to see that. Dump our gear here. And then I think we can just go now. We need a glory. Anything else? Alright, so after the farm run, we're gonna go ahead and do our thieving trading, and then we'll go and do ranged. And then maybe at the end of the night, I will take our bones we get from the dragons and try to bury them over in the wilderness. Try my luck over in the wilderness again. What happened to my ultra combos? Dang it. It's gone. It's crazy. Alright, anyway. Any more glory charges? Guess we can go ahead and sell these right now. And what can we dump? We can really dump all this stuff. We don't need... All we need is the memoirs, I think. We'll just make thieving easier if we get that. Okay. Alright, so I think thieving farm run is over. Let's go ahead and check that off. Now we're gonna do some thieving. And for thieving, it's very simple. We're just gonna go over here and steal from our fruit stalls because we are 47 thieving, about halfway through, so halfway to 48. So from 47 and a half to 50, we're gonna go ahead and just steal from fruit stalls. It's a very easy AFK, consistent thieving that, yeah, really just can't beat that. It's hard to. There's one area here where you cannot be caught, so we'll go inside. I see someone there. Looks like some guy's already. It's already been camped. Okay, well, we'll switching worlds here. Try 370, 340. I had no trouble with this earlier, but now it's all. Oh my gosh, it's been camped already. Us low-level players. Here we go. Yeah, basically what you're just gonna do is stand here and click. Put this down here. Super easy. We're gonna do this until we get to level 50. You can run back and forth and pick up from both stalls, but the problem is by the time you get to this side, if you start running back and forth, the other one will have already respawned. So I tested it out earlier today, or yesterday, and I found out it doesn't make sense to run back and forth. I've seen people do it, but you're not getting any more thieving XP because by the time you get to this side is already respawned, so it's just easier to stand here and pick it. Also, if you run back and forth, not only is there just a lot more clicking and the camera is, going all over the place, but you're wasting your energy, so you'll have to spend time walking, and then it's way slower. Just stand on one place. There's no point in doing anything. In fact, you can even look away from your keyboard and just hover your mouse over here. Just like every about 3 seconds, you can just click. 1, 2, yeah, it's about every 3 seconds. That's what we're gonna be doing. And you can just hold shift and drop all of these really quick. I'm sure there is a way to do this on mobile as well, but talk to this guy. What I think you do is get mouse keys set up and just tap your numpad instead. That's a little bit easier than clicking, I think. I'm gonna click, it's fine for now. It's so weird because when I was doing this earlier, I saw like maybe 1 or 2 people, but I've seen like multiple worlds that are full now, so that's weird. Like everybody's at 1:41 a.m. Eastern time. Everybody's on picking fruit. Friday morning, Thursday night for some people. You guys do anything exciting this morning? So thieving is pretty slow going, but we're going to be hitting 50 thieving pretty quickly here. We have 2 more levels to go after this. Almost level 58. A couple more picks. Or 48, I should say, not 58. 48. Alright, there is 48 thieving. 2 more levels to go. I think, is there something else I could do that's productive while we're doing this? Not really. I could do other stuff, but I want to be as efficient as possible because I don't want to be here forever. And I think, yeah, we're making good progress. This isn't too bad. I could do other methods, but it's like without dodgy necklaces and like, you know, RDK 2 or 3, and just like there are a couple things we really want for thieving that are going to make it a lot more efficient or just better. And we don't have those things right now. We could get them, but we just want thieving levels for quests and stuff. We're not going to be grinding out thieving by itself, at least right now. We also have a chance of getting the Rocky pet, which is kind of cool. I think maybe wearing a Ring of Wealth here would be better. Just for that. I'm excited. So today I'll be streaming for a little bit here. Gonna get at least 50 thieving, and then we'll try to knock out 58 range as well. I'll be doing the swamp crabs in order to do that. Because I can be a little more... Since I'm sitting on my computer, I'll be a little bit more efficient. If I wasn't sitting on my computer, I'd probably just do blue dragons or something. But... I like blue dragons because you can make money doing it. It's kind of on this account, that's great. I might be one of the best money makers. Before I was doing killing sardines or spidings and the Tower of Life, but I think doing blue dragons is, I don't know if it's better in terms of GP per hour, but it's pretty good, and it gives you like really good AFK range experience as well, and this count really needs range experience, so getting that, I think it's probably worth it. Spidings aren't bad, but the thing about them is you just have to, it's a lot more like work, I guess. In terms of profit, I'm not sure if it's actually better in terms of profit. It probably is, but maybe only like marginally better. I like Blue Dragons and the Heroes Guild because it's just so easy. There's no risk involved, it's just like, it's pretty fun too to see what drops you're gonna get. Oh yeah, I wanted to pull up the drop table on the Blue Dragons. Alright, so drop table. Rune Dagger is 1 in 128, so we got that last time. Adamant Helm is 1 in 128. Mithril Kite Shield is 1 in 128. Nature Runes, 15 of them, is 1 in 125, which I get pretty often. In terms of herbs, you have Candentine at 1 in 273, that's pretty rare. Renarzo at 1 in 99. And that is actually not rare at all. That's a pretty good that's the best one you can get. Coin drops at 1 in 128 for 440. You can also get stacks of 200 every 1 in 12. 132 every 1 in 5. So if you have definitely wearing a Ring of Wealth here, you can just accumulate a nice stack of coins just by AFKing them. At least for this account, I would say if you're having a higher level account, probably not worth it. But Other stuff you can get, Addy Ore at a rate of 42. And then, and Soul Dragon Heads at 1 in 50. So that's also a really good one too. I don't see a Visage on here, so I guess they do not drop Draconic Visages. Interesting. And Soul Dragon Heads at 150. The main drop, of course, is the Dragon Bones, but they always drop those. I'm looking at different safe spotting locations. There are a few you can do. 2 safe spots in the Isle of Souls. Interesting. Okay, so black dragons have a chance of dropping the Draconic Visage, but blue dragons do not. I wonder if red do. Yeah, so they're the only black dragons are the only chromatic dragons, so of the green, blue, red, and black that have a chance of dropping the Visage. Lava dragons do not count towards black dragon task, despite their black dragonite drop. It's good to know. Alright, I was just checking. So unfortunately with the blue, I was thinking we had a chance of the Visage, we do not. So killing blue dragons, while profitable, does not give you a chance at the Draconic Visage. Which obviously is one of the best drops you can get from them. Currently going for 2.6 mil, which is good, but not like game changing for most people, given how rare it is. But definitely a nice perk. Now for Iron Man, of course, it's a game changing item, but for us, I guess it would be, but only because we're kind of broke. Alright, so we're about halfway to 49 thieving. I'm expecting maybe another 15 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit longer. We shouldn't be more than half an hour. Look at our plugin to give us an exact number, but I'm not going to do that. One thing I found random is if you go inside this little room right there, then you go inside this room, there's a cooking range and a water source. Up the stairs, there's an entire room up there, plus a balcony with absolutely nothing in it. There are not, I think, 2 crates you can interact with, and I don't think they give you anything. Totally random. Maybe that's where the bots go to shift, to drop, transfer wealth. It'd be like the perfect spot because no one can see you unless they go up the stairs, and who's ever gonna go up the stairs or up the ladder? There's so many like little hidden rooms in this game where no one's ever gonna go because it's just not efficient to do that. People are all about efficiency and making money, so if you find these like little out of the way spots, they make the perfect hiding spot for people doing shady stuff. And for those of you that don't know, so I'm following the optimal quest guide on the OSRS wiki, and I've been very faithful to it. I really haven't deviated from it at all. The only time I might have to is some of these bosses. I may have to like grind out my levels a little bit more, but other than that, we've just been following that. And the goal is to get all the quests done, or most of them, and then go ahead and go into the wildy and start killing revs and basically hit 99 ranged and get a web weaver bow and just make absolute bank doing that, and then do some of the wildy bosses. So while we're doing that, probably do wildy bosses, make a ton of money, and then use that money to skill our way to 99 via other methods. We're going to be prioritizing construction and prayer, getting those up ASAP. And just getting good gear for melee. And then we'll take a break and probably get a fire cape and do Slayer and stuff like that. But yeah, the goal is just to get a ton of money quickly by doing wilderness content. I also wanted to test out the chests in the wilderness because those got reworked. And maybe doing some wilderness agility. But yeah, wilderness is going to be our friend here, mostly because it's a very high risk, high reward kind of content, and I feel like if you want to make money fast, that is kind of how you have to do it, is be willing to take a lot more risks. So we're going to be embracing that lifestyle come, well, later on. We're not there yet, but we're getting to that point where we can start going into the wildy. No point in doing it now though, because in order to efficiently kill revs and things, we're going to want to have the agility level to use all of the shortcuts. Also, we're going to want to have all the quests unlocked, or most of them, so we can get Barrow's gloves, and ideally, whatchamacallit, the heroes, the mythic cape, because that is useful for some of the bosses. We're already cape 4. With a web weaver bow, we actually do not even need Ava's because it's just a charge-based weapon. There's no ammo to retrieve. But it does not help us out. We also don't need a fire cape because we're going to be using range. That's the most efficient way to do it for most of the bosses in the wilderness. So yeah, that's gonna be our life come the not so far away. Then we're gonna be using our money to get our construction level, like I said, and prayer level up really fast. Buying or using the expensive fruit trees, I should say, to get us farming levels, and yeah, that's kind of the goal. I did it the budget route my last time, but I think this time I'm going to be getting like planting the most expensive trees that I can do and doing minimal amounts of farm runs with like herbs and stuff. I will still be doing herb runs for a while, but eventually we're just going to be focused on the trees. And definitely be running a pretty big deficit by planting maples and up. And for fruit trees, it's going to be like papayas. What else is there? Coconut trees, that kind of stuff. It's going to be expensive, but it'll get us a ton of experience. Alright, and there's 49 thieving. On the home stretch now, just one more level to get us to 50. That is what we need for roving elves. We'll never have to do this method again if we don't want to. I like this, it's super chill, but at level 50 we have better methods. We'll try to do one more farm run as we are done when we're finishing this up. Check our hops patches. Okay, so those still have a little bit of time to go, but we'll probably get one more in tonight or this morning before I get off. I'm curious to see. Okay, so 294 more picks. We will be at level 50. How many inventories is that? Let's see, 27 divided by 4. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 11 inventories. Say 12 and 2 is 24. Minus 4 though. 20. So almost 13 inventories left. Not too bad. You guys do anything exciting over the weekends? I'm gonna watch a ballet performance or a whole dance performance. I'm trying to think where I see this account in the next week. The big milestone for this account is getting Barrow's Gloves. That is going to be a huge upgrade. Barrow's Gloves, and once we get the combo level, we'll be doing the Dragon Defender. And then we'll probably need to do the Barbarian Assault to get ourselves the Fighter's Torso and also the leggings, is it? Barbarian legs or something like that. Whatever the hard diary is. I forget what it is. But we're gonna have to grind out with Barbarian eventually. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not looking forward to that too much because it's very hard to get a team that doesn't quit on you. I remember doing that a while back. It's pretty tedious, but oh well, we'll have to do it one time for this account, I guess. I'll probably do it all at once. I get the Fighter's Torso and then we'll get the other diary task done. We could technically get the Thieving Pet here. I think it's very unlikely, but we could get it. That'd be really cool. Oh, one thing I could be doing as well is getting our kitten, try to get our kitten grown up. Because we're gonna need it again for A Tale of Two Cats. Maybe I'll do that right now. Eh, it's okay. Actually, let's do it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'll be right back, guys. Now that I think about it, probably a good idea. Get some raw fish. It's gonna be a little less efficient because it's okay. Just have to pay attention to our chat a little bit and see when our kitten needs attention. Since I'm going to be here for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and have it. I should have done it the entire time, but I was like, I wasn't really thinking about it. Alright, come on. This guy here. Doesn't want to compete with me. There's like literally a stall right there he could go from. He's gonna stand on mine. We just have to pay attention to our chat a little bit so we can make sure our kitten isn't hungry or it needs attention. Because it will leave you if you aren't paying attention to it. So we have our fish. Ooh, papaya. It's actually a good one. You can use it to protect your fruit trees. It's not worth banking, but it is nice to have. Probably a really rare one. Oh man, I actually want to save the papaya now. Dang it. I don't want to drop that. Alright, since we're so close to being done, I think I'll save it. How are your stats going? I am... How are they going? We are level 49 thieving. So we are... How many picks are we? Alright, 78 actions from level 50 thieving. So we are very close to getting that done. Then we're going to do some range training. I was hoping to get up 2 or 1.5 range levels this morning. And I think that's very doable. The rest I'm gonna have to grind out over at work on my phone or something. We do have to get 60 ranged. Do the roving elf quest. I should probably put like a next quest on my stream somewhere, because that we're following the quest guide. We have actually a lot of quests done. We have 123 out of 164 quests done, so that's not bad. Oh, actually I want to pick up the papaya. But yeah, once we get all the quests done, or get to the point where I feel like we're, you know, it's going to take a lot more work to do quests, I'll go ahead and start our money-making journey. But questing right now is the goal. We still got quite a few more quests we can do. And feed our kitten. Alright, almost done with this. Whew, it's been a journey. But I don't think I'm ever going to want to go back to doing fruit stalls. At least not on this account. I actually didn't even know this room existed until I looked it up. So your goal is to max... yeah, I'm trying to max out at the end of this year. My old account was almost maxed, and I lost it. It's a long story, but basically when I upgraded my account to the Jagex account, I lost access to my email, because it was an old email. And then I couldn't... I basically lost my account. So, yeah, I started a relatively new account, and I'm trying to max at the end of this year. So we'll see how... That is my goal. Now, this time around, I can be a lot more efficient in maxing because I know what to do, but... It's still a pretty ambitious goal. There's a lot escaping. However, because I have my phone, because I can play at work, I feel like that is going to make up a lot of the time. So that should help me out tremendously on some of these AFK grinds. And then I'm going to stream the rest of it, of course. Try to stream the juicy bits. And also make videos about it. Alright, there's 50 thieving. Let's get out of here. I think we can do another farm run. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a farm run real quick. Go ahead and get our cheats. Right now we do money, so we're gonna go ahead and do our cheats. What's our compost? I think that's everything we need. Teleportation methods. Our glory. Yeah, 72 agility already. That's pretty exciting. It's been so helpful doing these farm runs. I'm never gonna get over that though. So yeah, I had my old email address. It was an old school email address tied to my RuneScape account. And I upgraded to the new Jagex account. Little did I know that if you do that, you can't, it required you to like update your email address or update your information. So when I did, I basically lost I had to log back into the account, right? And I couldn't do that because I didn't have access to the email anymore. And I've sent Jagex so many emails like saying, please help me. This is the account name. This is the information. I've paid the subscription every month, so on and so forth. And nothing. Every time I do it, they say they can't help me. So I just have to, I can look up the account and it's just sitting there and I can't log into it and it's just so frustrating. But that's how it is. It's like over 2,000 total level. Had so much gold and I was playing a lot trying to max it out and that's it. It's gone. Jagex won't let me in. And I had nothing I could do except start over. And this time I used an email that I could obviously get back into. It was like an old college email address that I no longer go to that college. And after a while, these email addresses with the colleges, they just delete them, right? Because once the student's gone, it's like, why are we going to have an email address for you? So they deleted the email. So I can't access it anymore. And every time I try to reset the password for my Jagex account, it goes to that email, which no longer exists. So Jagex is being very unhelpful. I think I put well over, probably close to 2,000 hours into that account. So frustrating. I do want to max. I'm not going to give up on my goal to max it because it's I do want to get, yeah, I do want to, it's important, I think, for me to do that, so. I had to create this new account here. They give you free access to paid software. They do, yeah. So, like, all of the Microsoft suite, and especially some of the search engines. Like, if you go to the, mine was, I think I was using Canvas, but I had another system as well we used, and a lot of the like paid search stuff for like articles and scientific research and stuff. That's all paid for, so you can get a lot of access to a lot of cool stuff. It's gone now. I've actually gone to 4 different colleges. So I ended up graduating with a marketing degree, bachelor's in marketing, which I had not really used, but at least I have it. I would say if you're going to graduate college, do not choose marketing. It's one thing I learned, don't pick marketing. Marketing is a degree that you do not need to get from a college. There are so many better free options online. If I were to do it again, I would definitely have chosen finance or like engineering for a 4-year degree. Definitely not marketing. The thing about marketing is that, like, it's all about experience, right? So if you're going to go get hired somewhere, they're going to want to see a couple years of experience. You can get this experience for free by just learning stuff online and then going to businesses and trying to, like, you know, offer free work or something to get, you know, or create your own YouTube channel or website and then use your marketing skills to drive traffic and things. So you can build up a portfolio of work for free using internet. You do not need to pay a 4-year degree for that. And even if you do get a 4-year degree like me, it's not going to guarantee you get a job because you're going to be competing with everybody else who has actual experience. That's so much more useful than just having a degree. So it's basically impossible to get a job with it. Anyway, that's my rant. I would recommend, if you guys are in college right now, to pick, like, think about what you're going to do immediately after getting outside of college. Computer science? If I knew what I knew today, I would skip that part of my life. That is interesting, yeah, because I've heard computer science degrees are generally pretty lucrative. Especially programming and things, but I guess you could do that as well for free. I mean, you could learn that online and get a certification. You don't necessarily need to get a degree for that. Alright, let's go ahead and get our range level. I'm just gonna go do some crabs. Can be a little more hands-on about this. I would have chosen computer science. I would have chosen like computer programming, computer engineering. But I decided to go with marketing just because I wanted to be done fast, and I was like already kind of down that route. So that was kind of, I think that was a bad decision. But I was working full time, and I was taking I was doing online classes, so it was just something that I could get done really quickly. So if I think I would have been a little more patient and just kind of thought about it a little more, but oh well. It's over. I could go back. Actually, my current job pays for me to take classes. So I'm not going to right now. Maybe I will one day. This. Alright. So we got our stuff. Good. Kind of like right now, just like I have a job I don't really like, but I don't hate it, and it's, you know, decent pay, decent benefits, so it's like I'm just kind of there. And then I'm trying to do this YouTube thing and working on a couple other things on the side. I'm like, maybe I'll give these side hustles a chance before I go back to college or whatever, get a career change. So this is what I've been doing at work. Aggro these two and stand right here. I just have to keep an eye on our kit and make sure it doesn't despawn. Maybe I'll give it some more fish. It wants attention. Okay. Come here. Some... Okay, cool. Fires 2 arrows within quick succession, but with reduced accuracy. Okay, I guess it's worth using. Nice. Yeah, so this is a pretty easy way to get range experience because these guys have such low range defense. Update that. Maybe I'll change up the music here, something a little more upbeat. I don't know. Let's go. Alright, so yeah, I said 58, we are almost 57, so we'll definitely make that tonight. run down here. This is way less click intensive than thieving. I just let it go. Pull my email real quick. Alright, we got this 80s retro punk. I'm actually gonna skip that. Because I think it's like an hour playlist or more. I'm going 3 at a time, not too bad. Okay, so fruit tree patch. We do pineapples at 51s. I think we actually can do pineapples now. Skip curry altogether, go to pineapples. And these cost what? Pineapple sapling. Can't remember what it costs. Okay, so oh, those are actually kind of cheap. Yeah, pineapple saplings only cost 361 each. All right, we'll definitely be doing that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Look, I think you have to just you can use curry to protect it. No, it's actually watermelons, isn't it? Directions watermelons are cool. Yeah, those are really cheap, so we'll be doing oranges or pineapples from now on. Level 5s at level 68. Or 57 rather. Not too many. And 68 palm trees, 81 dragon fruit. Sure, our cat does not disappear on us. aggro all three of them at the same time. Nice. It's such a cool special attack. And tree patches. There are only actually 5 of them. We're doing willows right now. Maples are a bit more expensive. A lot more expensive. Cost 45 to do, so we should be doing maples right now. Basket. Baskets cost nothing, basically. It costs 1 GP. Wait, hold on a second. How is that possible? So a basket of oranges, right, for 5 of them costs 1,000. Okay, oranges cost 5 GP. Baskets cost 1 GP. So if you just made a basket of oranges, you would make absolute bank. I'm gonna try that. What's the buy limit on these things? They go for 1,000, and the daily volume is 47,000. That's not bad. I mean, I think I may have just stumbled upon a moneymaker. I'm really curious now to see how that works. Alright, let's try that. We'll make a basket, orange baskets. I had no idea they were that profitable. Or you could just, like, make them yourself. I mean, even if they didn't sell, right? Like, you could still... That's okay, so that's actually really good. Oranges cost 116 GP, apparently. So, yeah, still pretty good profit. 496 profit per creation, according to the wiki here. That is not bad at all. Alright, so once we're done with this, I'm gonna try that method out. Actually, it might be a really good method. We'll start planting our maples. And what about right now? Okay, so we're almost 57 range. One more level to go. Yeah, so the maple saplings are kind of expensive. But looks like the price has gone down a little bit for at least in the last year. Yeah, wow. They've really gone down. So they're up to about 13,000 in March of this year. Now they're down to 4,700? Just a couple months? What happened? Daily volume hasn't really changed all that much. Alright, 57 range. Something changed drastically in farming? Because that's so weird. Why would they drop so much? At one time, these things cost 68,000 GP. That's crazy. That was back in 2016. So they seem to be at an all-time low, which is good for us because we're going to be using them. But it's just kind of weird how like they dropped that much. And I'm trying to think what change has happened that would cause such an influx in maple seeds or maple saplings that would cause the price to crash. I'm guessing there's either a really good farming method I don't know about, maybe with the new expansion that came out, or there is a new way of getting maple seeds that has caused the price to drop a lot. I'll have to look at the new Zaya expansion they added. I kind of like briefly looked at it, but I hadn't really been paying too much attention to it. And I'm imagining that has something to do with it. At level 60, we get access to red D'hide armor. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, Cat wants attention. Nice, got HP level as well. Their combo level is 69. I'm gonna check out the Warriors Guild really quick. Only players with a combined attack and strength level of 130 allowed to enter. Temporary boost cannot be used. Alright, so we need level 65 in each skill before we can even enter the Warriors Guild. We are pretty far away from that, only 54 and 56 attack and strength respectively. It's gonna take some time, that's okay. The Dragon Defender is way off yet. But we don't even need a Dragon Defender because primarily we're gonna be using ranged and magic for most of the bosses for the quests, so it's not really that big of a deal that we don't have high melee strength rate. So So Roving Elves is the next quest. Mourner's End Part 1 and Mourner's End Part 2. The 2 Fallen Nuts. We can knock all those out once we hit level 60 range. That'll be awesome. Then we'll have to train up to 50 fire making in order to do Desert Treasure Part 1. I already have 50 magic, so that's no big deal. Then we can do Family Crest. We need to grind a little bit of rune crafting to 35 to do What Lies Below. Eagle's Peak at 20 after 27 hunters, so that'll be an easy one to do. Tale of Two Cats. $52 mining and 50 woodcutting. We're gonna take a little bit of time, but not too much time because we're already at. Yeah, we're pretty close. So that's gonna be pretty minimal grinding. So all of these can be done pretty easily. I'm not worried about any of these. I think the Legends quest is going to be easy. Land of Goblins pretty easy. Recipe for Disaster. Freeing Sir Omic Bars should be pretty easy. So yeah, it's really all of these or honestly, this is going to be a breeze once we get 60 range. We'll just keep on questing until we get to Taste of Hope. I think this is probably going to be the only one where I'm kind of worried about. Taste of Hope is... There was a big fight at the end of it, and I remember that being a little bit of a pain, even with decent gear on, so... Mostly if you dodge the lightning, though, I think you're fine. We'll have to see about that. Because you have to use the Avandis Flail, I think. Maybe you can use magic as well. But yeah, so Taste of Hope is probably going to be one of the challenging ones, but that's not for a long time. We have a lot of quests we can get done before that. And once we're done with that, we have a bit of a hunting grind from 29 to 46. Again, pre-50 hunting, no big deal. We'll knock that out real quick. Gonna do First Lights, which is one of the new Valamore quests you get. And then we'll get 50 hunting, so a little bit more hunting grinding, a little bit more magic at 56, which I think we're actually already at. So we don't have to worry about that. Get 50 fletching, and then we'll unlock the rest of the medium diaries. Alright, let's go ahead and teleport. Reset the aggro. And a couple of mini quests and some diaries to get Slayer experience. Kudos from the Rock Museum. More Slayer experience. Slayer experience with his faithful servants. And then I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so great. We're just cruising on along with all those quests. Fairy Tale Part 2 is pretty easy. We already have the farming levels to do all this stuff, like, way in advance, so that's good. Another RFD. Finishing up the RFDs, actually. Defeating the Coal Monster. So, that is going to be probably the first, like, other than the Taste of Hope, just defeating the Coal Monster for the Barrow's Gloves. Probably the hardest quest, or hardest boss fight we're going to have to do for a long time. And I'm not really worried about it, so I think we are good there. Perilous Moons and the Path of the Glorify. That might be a little bit of a challenge. Requires some decent combat stats. But again, if I remember right, that wasn't that bad. Like, I did it on a pretty close to max combat level, so maybe this is going to be a little more challenging, but I feel like we can do it pretty easy. And then, yeah, Lunar Diplomacy, King's Ransom is really easy. Knight training ground. We'll get piety off that. Lowest mountain, defender of rock. Those are pretty easy to do. A little more. There's a fishing grind we have to do. 52 to 57. Again, really not that bad. Big smithing grind from 51 to 65 over the course of a couple quests. That's gonna take some time. But we'll probably knock out our giant foundry favor at that point. And then yeah, so really it's not bad. I see pretty much smooth sailing for the next long time. With only maybe 2 quests that have like potential boss fights that could cause problems. And by problems, I mean we may have to go grind some combat experience and get some better armor and weapons, but I'm not too worried about it. Really, it doesn't get bad until Sins of the Father. And that's even that one's like not that bad. See what happens after that. Fremnick Exiles, that's a little bit of a grind there. Yeah, so I am not foreseeing any major difficult quests. Monkey Madness 2 is probably going to be one of the harder ones. So for A Night at the Theater is... Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. A Night at the Theater, that might actually be the hardest one we'll face for a long time. We might actually not even do that one for a very long time, because I'm curious, do you have to be a Night at the Theater to do Dragon Slayer 2? I don't think you'd have to. No, you don't. Thank God you don't have to. Okay. So we might not do that. A Night at the Theater is the only one I'm worried about. Dragon Slayer 2 shouldn't be that bad at that point, at the point where we get decent stats. So we'll be grinding for Dragon Slayer 2 for sure. Secrets of the North, another one that's kind of a little bit difficult. Desert Treasure 2 is easily the hardest quest outside of A Night at the Theater. But that's like... That and Song of the Elves are like the last ones we're gonna do, so... Okay, so most of the hard quests are at the very end of the list. And we'll be able to knock out everything else before that. Now, as far as timeline goes, I'm expecting maybe like a month to get most of this stuff done. I think within a month we should have most of these quests done. Maybe 2 months, but I'm thinking like within a month we should have the majority of these done. And be looking to just do some serious grinding to get the remaining hard quest out of the way. A better question might be, what grinds are we gonna do at work? Because that's gonna be the bulk of the time. Well, today, while I'm sitting at the office, I will go ahead and get 60 range. That'll set us up for Roving Elves, Mourners in Part 1 and 2. I'm kind of looking ahead to see where like any major grinds. I'm thinking probably hunting, actually. Preparation for Eagle's Peak. Need to get 27 hunters, so that might be something I can do at work as well. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. So once I finish up the range, I'll go ahead and do the hunting. If I have time. Because that'll be one of the grinds I really don't want to do if I'm not at work. Get the hunter out of the way. I guess woodcutting, yeah. So either woodcutting or hunter. Hunter though is like, I guess woodcutting maybe a good one to do. Getting 42 to 50 woodcutting is probably something to do. Either woodcutting or hunter will be a grind at work. Yeah, 52 mining, 50 woodcutting. I'll do this at work early, or 52 actually woodcutting, to get all the way to Olaf's quest for the labor dispute. But we're already at 49 woodcutting, so I mean, getting to 52 woodcutting isn't going to take very long. Oh, yeah. We're really going to have to grind Nut Hunter, because probably not until they get Eagle's Peak done, because I don't want to do Hunter without box trapping, really. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. But that is one of those skills that we're gonna have to train. We can get to 50 fletching. Something we can do at work easy. So 50 fletching, 52 woodcutting, 52 mining. Can all be knocked out. Very AFK. 66 cooking as well. Okay. Get that up. And 55. Okay, so 55 woodcutting we have to do. 60 mining. Okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, we can do this. So 60 mining and 55 woodcutting. And those are mostly going to be just AFKing, because I don't see a lot of quests are going to give experience for those. So we can do those by ourselves. 57 fishing. .68 woodcutting. Okay, that's a huge jump. So after Devious Mines, you have to get 68 woodcutting before you can attempt Grim Tables. That's intense. Okay, so it looks like we know what we're doing now. .68 woodcutting, 60 fishing, 60 mining, 60 flushing, 68 mining. Okay, 68 mining in preparation for Dragon Slayer Part 2. So we could realistically go all the way to there. 69 mining. And finally, for the Song of the Elves, we need 70 woodcutting, 70 mining. Okay, so that might not be a bad thing just to keep in mind, is that if you are going to grind out AFK stuff, like getting 70 woodcutting and 70 mining are worth doing just for that, getting all the quests out of the way. 70 hunter as well. Okay, good to know. So we'll keep that in mind as we AFK stuff. Got plenty of AFKing to do. Those are relatively easy to get to, so I'm not too worried about those. Oh yeah, and then 70 crafting. Okay. Smithing's one of those grinds I don't really want to do at work. Hunter mining. Oh, alright. Resetting. We're kidding. So needy. How are hops doing? We're actually gonna get another hops session done if we want to. I see 60 fishing as the highest level we're gonna need. Is that true? 70 smithing. 70 mining. 75 fire making, 70 thieving. I guess so. Interesting. I thought fishing was up there, but I guess it's not. So 60 thieving, or 60 fishing is apparently the highest level we're actually gonna need. That's not bad at all. Okay, so yeah, immediately the first things I need to knock out right now are 60 range and 27 hunting. And then once I'm done with those things, I'll just kind of work on the long-term goals, which are going to be 60 fishing, 70 mining, 70 crafting, 70 hunter, and 70 woodcutting. You can kind of just do those whenever as I choose, no particular order. And I think there was a fletching level as well required. 50 fletching, was it? Let's see. 50 fletching, 60 fletching. That might be it. Yeah, 60 fletching. Alright, cool. Okay, I got a little more experience to go. We are getting close to 58 range. It's a bit of a grind, so I'm not gonna lie, but it's not too bad. Pew pew. Week brings one last round of improvements to Hunter's Rumors. We've looked at stress the main feedback regarding the creatures on the task list, move the most blocked rumors, expert tiers, slower tracking. I appreciate that how RuneScape has been like updating their stuff more often. It's nice. I'm generally happy with the changes they've been making. So. Yeah, I like this. This method is really nice. Being able to do these crabs because you can literally just AFK them. Very minimal clicking going on. Should find a way to innovate more though. Are they? I don't know. I think, yeah, I mean, I agree they should add more concept. Like, I wouldn't want them to change the combat formula or just generally, like, the way the game is played, so it's kind of a tough decision. I don't know. But yeah, I could see, like, I mean, it's a, you know, you kind of have, like, a game that's very old with more content being added. I mean, like, the mechanics of the game, you know. So I don't know how you would innovate. I mean, you can always add more stuff. I like the grindiness though. I like the challenge. I like the satisfaction of getting a high-level account that's very difficult to achieve. So I think the latest like Desert Treasure 2 and the higher level PVM stuff has been a good upgrade because those are really challenging bosses and feel really good to do. So yeah, more of that would be good. Obviously they're talking about the sailing skill. I'm not sure what I feel about the sailing skill. I think, honestly, I'm one of the weird people that kind of like divination from RS3. I kind of wish they would bring something like that back to old school. Like, I know people would probably be up in arms with the divination skill, but I kind of like it. It's cool. The divine locations, things like that would be interesting. I think them addressing the botting issue would definitely be. I mean, it seems like they've done a little bit of work to crack down on the bots. I've noticed like prices are generally more expensive, which would indicate there's less botting going on. But yeah, just making it harder for characters to kind of game the system would be nice. The crab in our character model there, just kind of hiding. We're very close to 68, 58 range. Alright, resetting aggro one last time. Yeah, it's hard to imagine a future for OSRS, like for old school RuneScape, besides just like adding more content. I mean, I could see like a future where they add like a ton of content, right? Like fill out the new Valimore stuff, add like even more stuff. Like I'm sure you know you could see it like a never-ending thing. Of course, the more stuff you have, the more chance you have of dead content, right? Because you only have so many players that are going to be able to play the content. So if you have so much content that like your player base is spread so thin across all the content, it's going to be tough. I think maybe having more like late game bosses, like you know, even more time sync for like really prestigious, super late game stuff would be nice. But I don't know. I mean, we have a lot of content we can do, right? So. Maybe more like, yeah, it's honestly hard to say. There's no easy solution for old school if they're starting to fade. You know, if they're losing out, like, but honestly, like, are they? If you look at the MMO RPG space, like, they do pretty well. You can't really compare them to a game like Fortnite or some other game that is more popular with young people because it's just a different genre of game. But in terms of like MMORPG, I think they're pretty competitive in the space for what they are. And I enjoy playing this more than I enjoy playing World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy Online. So. Those are like completely different games just because of the way they have the combat. You know, it's a third person, very different combat system. I would say that them creating a good mobile client is probably saved this game. Imagine if RuneScape did not have the mobile client. It would no one like I think so many people would not be playing this game, or at least not near to the extent that they are now. So it's like a lot of I think maybe probably one of the problems with this game is that like it's kind of it's an old game, right? Like people like me play it, but you know I think they're gonna have trouble attracting younger audiences to play this game. I think they realize that, like, I don't know too many young people to play this game. Like, I showed it to my brother, he's like 13 or 14, and he just like wasn't interested at all. So everyone I know who plays this game is like older, or like you know, in their 20s or 30s, or maybe even 40s sometimes. So. I'm 31, so for what it's worth, I played this game like when I was a kid, and then I stopped playing it, and I always wanted to like max an account, so I got back into it. I think it's like you have an audience that's grown up with this game, and then it's kind of older now. But when you're talking to like the average player and they're married and they have kids, or you know they have like are very into their adult life, it's kind of like it's hard to attract younger players, I think. But kids want to play Minecraft and Fortnite and stuff like that. We're so close to getting our 58s. Maybe 2 more kills should do it. Maybe just 1. And there we go. Level 58. Oof. I'll finish off this kill. Alright, so now that we're done with that, I wanted to try one thing really quick with the Grand Exchange. So let's go ahead and go back there. Our money. And you know what though, we can do a farm run. Yeah, let's do that too. One more farm run to close it out. Might as well, we need some money. These cost not very much, so if we got like 100 of these, then we got baskets. We need 20 baskets. Actively traded being interesting. How much would it cost to grab 4 of those? Look at our graceful outfit. Cat is hungry, okay. There you go. Oh yeah, watering can, I always forget. There we go. Okay, so we're ready to go, do one more farm run. And then I wanted to test the orange basket theory, which this does not want to buy. I'm really surprised. I'll try it at 4 and see what that looks like. Or 5 even. There we go. So if we make these baskets, apparently it's really lucrative. I'm gonna try it. So we'll need 5 of these. 1 of these. And not instantly going. Why? Okay. Oh, now I think I see why it's so slow. Look at that. You have to manually do it every single time. Well, let's. If we put this in here. Look at that. It just sold. 1067. And I just spent. What did I buy? 100 of these? I just spent 100, so 504 to make 1,067. That's a profit of 5,563 GP. That's not bad. That really is. That's pretty good. So I can see why though, because you have to manually insert each one, which is slow. But if you are a low-level player and you want to make some money, it's a great bank standing skill to do. And even if you don't sell them, you can still use them, so it's pretty good. Check that out. Man, that is profitable. I love it. Alright. That's really cool, although that is really, really slow. Alright, well, cool. All I gotta say. It's cool. Maybe there's a way to do it automatically, I don't know. I don't think there is, but anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and go do our farm run. basket of oranges. Best use the full basket of oranges. Putting oranges in basket will instantly place all oranges in your inventory up to 5 into the basket. Thus, it is possible to have incomplete baskets. You have less than 5 oranges in your inventory time. Well, it didn't do it for me. Putting oranges in a basket will instantly place all oranges in your inventory up to 5 into the basket. Well, no, it didn't. Is that wrong? I don't know, I'll have to test that out and see. Apparently it requires 0 ticks as well. We're just doing this for a little bit of money. Our account desperately needs money, so we're trying to stay afloat here by doing jutes and stuff like that so we can finance our more expensive stuff like arrows and farm runs and stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. We were gonna try and do the dragon bones. Let's go ahead and do that right now. I'll go ahead and risk it. I had some dragon bones I wanted to bury. I think right now is probably a pretty good time to do it too, because there's not a lot of people on. Once I finish this, I'll go ahead and do that. Monastery? Oh no, where'd it go? Come on. I always like a song. This is from Akito the Exiled. A pretty cool song. If you haven't watched Code Geass or the Akito the Exiled show, I recommend it. It's really good. You probably find some free English subs or dubs online. I'm not going to recommend any sites, but I do a little bit of searching on Google or Yandex. I'll have no trouble finding it. I'm still watching One Piece. I have not watched all the One Piece episodes. I think I'm on episode like 400 or something. I think right there is fine. I never know where to put this. Right there is probably good. Alright. I love that new shortcut update. That's so nice. Like how it's basically instant instead of having to wait for it to call under. Like that's awesome. Little time saves like that are just they feel good. They're not even that big of a deal, but they feel good. Make the game a little less irksome. And would you look at that, we have, I think all of our plants survived, which is great. Try something real quick. If I click all, okay, I can drag this and place it anywhere I want, which is nice. I'll go back there. We'll definitely be using that on the Chaos Altar. If you are going to do a lot of Dragon Bone bearing at the Chaos Altar, I would recommend resizing your client to just like as small as you can get it, and putting your inventory like right next to the altar by using the alt feature on Greenlight. That's going to maximize minimize the time it takes to bury the bones. It does make a huge difference. Once you get there, you're kind of like on a timer, because the PK is going to show up and kill you. But you want to get as much experience as you can. You can just see how insanely profitable that is. Just that little bit of work there get us 97,000. That's almost pure profit, because the jutsis cost like nothing. So very, very good. That's why we do that. That's really the only reason why we do that. Pineapple saplings, we'll need some of those, so let's grab like, I don't know, maybe like, we'll start with 40 of them. That should give us 10 runs. Alright, kitten, I gotta pick you up. We're gonna be doing some wieldy content here. Alright. And then we'll need to dump all of our inventory as well. Grab a burning amulets. It has 4 charges, we'll grab that, and then we need our bones, which we've gotten. Alright, wish me luck. Here we go. I'm gonna have my finger on the logout button. And turn off our auto retaliate. Don't want any problems. No, sir. I don't see any white dots. Are we good? So far we're good. There's someone praying. Okay, that's just a fellow dude here. Go ahead and move that right here. We're going to spam. Let's just see how fast that is. Very nice. Yeah, why would anyone ever use a gilded altar when you can do this? Like, you could use a gilded altar at your house, but this is so much better. Like, Assuming you get away with it, of course, you know, but even when you don't, the times where you do, it makes up for it, I think. Now, if you want to die, just go over here and attack this thing. It will absolutely wreck you. It's faster than spam clicking on the Zammy wines. Look at that. Dead in like 2 seconds. What did that put us at? Yeah, we're almost at 50. Oh man, I want to get some more range, but I think we're good for now. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get off, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Jao Calho? Is that how I say it? I probably butchered that. Everyone else, thank you for watching. I'm gonna be on tomorrow, or I guess it is tomorrow. It's Friday. I'll be on Friday night, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, in the meantime, you guys have a good one. Bye for now.